Jennifer Goodman Linn has had a long battle with cancer.
And through the past 6 years, I've battled 5 major surgeries and over 35 months of chemotherapy with 7 different types of chemo cocktails trying to get rid of this disease.
In 2004, Linn was diagnosed with sarcoma of the stomach.
My sarcoma is MFH sarcoma, and that is just a general classification for the type of sarcoma that they don't really know how to classify. And I've been fortunate to date in that it has stayed within my retroperitoneal and abdominal area. But unfortunately, it's pesky and it keeps on coming back.
Jen's oncologists at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York say it's extremely rare and prone to recurrence.
And in the United States, there are at most 13,000 cases a year of sarcoma. And among the sarcomas, there are probably over 50 different types of sarcoma. And her cancer is called an MFH, pleomorphic sarcoma, and it's very rare. Maybe no more than, I'd say, 1,000 or 1,500 cases here in the United States. They're talking about a rare form of a rare cancer.
Jen says that exercise is what kept her motivated throughout her treatments, particularly cycling here at Equinox Gym. It also gave her a way to give back to her doctors.
I love spinning, and it took on a new meaning for me when I was sick because I felt like, the spinning class represented my battle, and every hill was my fight against the disease.
That's one reason she started Cycle for Survival, an annual spinning relay to raise funds and awareness for what Jen calls orphan cancers.
It's not a medical term, but I like to call them orphan cancers because they don't get the love or the attention of the pharmaceutical company because there just aren't enough people who are suffering from them. And what's interesting is most people, when they hear rare cancer, they said, oh, those are cancers we've never heard of. But it couldn't be farther from the truth. Rare cancers are basically cancers that affect less than 200,000 people a year. Those are cancers like brain cancer, pancreatic cancer, soft tissue cancers like the one I have, and all pediatric cancers.
In just 4 years, the event has raised nearly $5 million to support a dozen trials providing new biological insights into rare tumors.
All this money goes right into trials that are going to help people like me find new treatment options.
Dr. Gary Schwartz, chief of the Melanoma and Sarcoma program at Memorial Sloan Kettering, has been involved in some of that work.
The new program, which just opened this week based on the funding from the Cycle for Survival, involves targeting what we call the cancer stem cell. Now, what is a stem cell? The stem cell is really the progenitor, the granddaddy of all tumor cells. And this has become a major focus of cancer research and cancer therapy.
Schwartz says Jen's efforts have helped make that research possible.
It was Jen Linn's enthusiasm, her emotion, her dynamic approach to helping to raise awareness and to find ways to raise money for these programs that allowed us to get from the point of fundraising, the dynamic enthusiasm, enough funding to develop the laboratory program that allowed us to do the preclinical development, and now into clinical trial. Benchtop to bedside research, using the latest advances in cancer therapy to develop new programs for patients with orphan diseases, in this case sarcoma.
As for the fruits of her labor?
And what's exciting to me is hopefully one day I might be the beneficiary of this research.
Schwartz says that even he has caught some of Jen's infectious optimism, though he's careful to temper his enthusiasm.
These are studies in the really early stages. We still have to work with these drugs and find out how best to give them together, how best to sequence them, what are the best combinations. Should we give the drugs together? Should we give one drug before the other? A lot of things we don't know about. So, Jen's time is starting to, the timeline here is coming very precious. And are we going to find these new treatments and these new therapies in time for Jen to benefit from them? Well, we hope she will. We're trying to make an effort to move in that direction.
Her spirit of survival has gotten her this far. For MedPage Today, I'm Christina Fiore.